Yeah, what they really need to do is they need to be looking at the GOP's playbook, right? They need to start hiding the old people in dementia wards at old folks facilities so that you can still
Yes.
trot them out as a member of your majority. Make sure their votes in that district don't go down. See,
Right.
this is the genius of
Yep.
the Republican Party. They said, I got it. Let's put grandma in a home so that she's not making a public spectacle. We'll visit her once every 6 months or so, drop off a fruit basket, say hi, remind her to, sign any important documents that we're not comfortable forging. And
This one's fucking crazy. Can we actually click on the real article? I want to read some of the text here because this one is wild. Missing GOP congresswoman found months later living at a dementia care home. I don't even know how they found her originally. Let's get into this article a little bit here. So, a Republican congressman who's been missing for the past 6 months has finally been found. Rep. Kay Granger. Kay Granger. Well, she was a real whippersnapper back in her day. She served as representative for the Texas's 12th congressional district since 1997. Sorry, Texas. I know you guys want electricity in the winter, and listen, that affects Kay Granger too. There's no power in her home during the winter either.
Have you guys seen Home Alone 3? If you have, there's a scene where an old woman's kept tied up in a garage and it's getting chilly outside. Yeah. And if a young boy didn't come and save her, she'd be gone. That's this poor woman in a few months from now in Texas when the power goes out again. You know what? She's gonna be all blue-lipped talking about how she hasn't been this cold since Woodrow Wilson was in the White House.
But this is kind of like the flip morality tale. This is kind of like the wicked, inverse of the morality, where now I'm looking at Home Alone and I'm like, they should have left her out there. That's like the robbers were the bad guys. So let's see. The reporter began by contacting her offices, from which they went directly to voicemail. I'm sorry, we're unable to answer the phone right now. We're really glad you called us. The reporter then went to her constituency office only to find absolutely no signs of life or activity. Seemingly at a dead end, Tertius then received a tip-off from a local resident that Granger was residing at an assisted living facility specializing in memory care. Now listen, no one likes dementia, okay? But I mean, could it have happened to a better person? A GOP congresswoman? I mean, that might have been something that God wanted to happen. This may not be a tragedy. This may be a good thing. And now we've got them in homes. We don't need them to live at all. Actually, we could keep them in a chamber. I think we're getting close to the point where we could just take their heads. We can take their heads. We don't need their bodies anymore. We can be post body. This is not a 3-body problem. We can have a no body problem. We take all their heads, we put them in jars, and we go full Futurama with this, because we need these people to stay in office. We need them to run the country. We need them to make the important decisions, cast the important votes. And I think that I would not recognize America. I would not recognize this country if it wasn't for Kay Granger. So I guess, Zach, as you come back here, I'm saying she's got to stay. Let's put her head in a jar. Let's put most of these people's heads in jars. And let's keep them in office.
Amen, brother. We don't discriminate here. Dead or alive, you can serve in our Congress.
Yeah. So, and I guess, for the accelerationists, the anarchists, the radical leftists who listen to this program, maybe this is just a waiting game. Maybe there's actually nothing to be done, and that the majority of these people will just die and be buried alive and entombed in Congress like the pharaohs of the past. Maybe that is what we have to look forward to, because it does seem like 90% of any of the people in power are dead or incredibly close to death.
And that's how I like it, damn it. That's how I like it, because two can keep a secret if one of them's dead. You can't trust a living man, you know what I mean, or woman. I like them in an old folks home. I like them in an urn. Those are the people I want leading the charge in my country.
Ooh,
for my community.
I would love a special election between like an urn and like some sort of, I don't know, voicemail that they left.